Hey foodies, thanks for watching. It's early November and I am harvesting the last of my tomatoes. And I thought, what a perfect time to make calzones. So I'm gonna wash these up and I'll be with you in just a moment. There we go, it's all washed. So we're gonna start by heating things up on the stove. And we wanna make a sauce and we're gonna wanna cook our meat. And a little bit of oil in each, not much for the tomato sauce. And I'm gonna wait for that to heat up really, really well. While it's heating up, I'm gonna cut up my tomatoes. And let's just move these over. Oh, look at these, they're soft and they're ready to be cooked, which I'm really happy about. Let me get a bowl to put all my stuff in. There we go. Well, that's not super sharp. Well, let's use the serrated knife. Look at these, they're just beautiful. You can see, like, it's called Big Rainbow, and you can see there's a nice rainbow on the inside. It's one of my favorite heirloom tomatoes. And all you have to do is just coarsely chop this. Okay, I think over on the stove is hot, so I'm gonna give it a little stir. Oh yeah, you can see the oil starting to sizzle a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna add my meat. There we go. I'm gonna spread that out. There we go. And I'm not gonna season the meat just yet. I want the juices to be stuck or captured right inside of the meat. And if you put salt on it, it's gonna extract the juices out and make it a really wet meat. So I'm gonna let that just seal in really nicely. And let's check. Oh yeah, that pan's hot as well. So I'm gonna throw in some of my tomatoes just to get that going. Oh, listen to that sizzle. And while I'm waiting, I'm gonna grab some green onions. And if you wanna use regular white onions or sweet onions, go for it. I'm using green onions. And you just wanna chop these up. If it was a white onion, you're gonna wanna finely chop it just to make sure that it's really cut up nicely and it's gonna blend in really nicely. Okay, but the green onions, they're just gonna dissolve almost right into the mixture. And I'm just gonna grab that, throw that in. And with the tomato sauce, I wanna add a bit of salt. So I'm gonna grab my salt, and I'm using kosher salt today. We're just gonna add some salt there. I'm gonna give the meat, you can see it's starting to cook really nicely. So it's good. Let's keep chopping up that tomato. Oh, this is a beautiful tomato. Oh my goodness, I love the textures and the colors on it. Okay. There we go. And then I'll put this over here. I'll slide that in as well. That's probably lots of tomatoes for the sauce. So I'm just gonna toss these, back here. I am gonna throw a few little cherry tomatoes just to diversify the flavor, just to really round it out. And I've got some basil here. And I'm just gonna coarsely chop that. I'm not gonna put that in just yet. And I've got some parsley. When I'm getting to the stems, I just wanna make sure I really chop the stems up nice and fine. And I've got some oregano here. And I'm just gonna let that sit there for a minute. I've also got some Swiss chard, and I thought, you know what, Swiss chard might be kind of fun in it. So I'm gonna finely chop the stems, just like that. And then I'm going to coarsely chop the leaves. Okay, and that's going to go in with my tomato sauce. There you go. I'm going to give the tomato sauce a bit of a stir. Oh yeah, you can see the tomatoes are really breaking down nicely. That's what you want to see. The salt is extracting the juices, making it really soft. Okay, so I'm going to let that do its thing. And, oh, look at the golden brown on that. That's what you're looking for. That looks good. Okay, so this meat looks great. Let's grab some red wine. I'm going to put some red wine in this. And that's going to help just pull all the great, yummy, tasty things that have cooked right onto the pan. It's going to help relax that. It's going to help infuse and flavor the meat. It's going to just take it to a whole other level. And I'm going to let that cook off just a little bit. And I don't know about you, but I like a little bit of spice in my meat. So I'm going to grab a little bit of chili flakes. I'm going to sprinkle some red chili flakes right on there, just to help give it that bit of a pop, just to really enlighten it. And a bit of pepper. Okay. I'm going to give my tomatoes a stir again. Oh, look at that. That's looking so good. Those cherry tomatoes are popping. It's telling me that they're hot and they're getting cooked. Well, there's one there still that doesn't want to pop. Oh, there we go. It just went. Oh, there's another one. Okay, give that another minute or so. I'm also going to add all of my herbs and everything into the tomato sauce. There we go. And I'm going to give it a stir. Okay, I'm going to turn my meat off because it is fully cooked. You can see the wine has evaporated. So all that alcohol is gone, but we've got some wonderful flavors there. And I'm just going to break up this meat into smaller chunks. And we're going to wait for that tomato sauce to cook down. I'm going to give this a quick wipe. And we're going to get on to making the pastry, or the dough part for the calzone. So making the shell, or the pastry, the outside part of the calzone, is actually really simple. And I want to start with some psyllium fiber. And psyllium fiber is a game changer. You're going to love it when it comes to gluten-free cooking. And I'm going to add some water. And I'm going to let that just sit there. I might give it a little stir. And while I wait for that to just gel up and solidify, I'm going to mash with my masher the tomatoes. Just really puree them. I'm going to turn my stove, or that burner, down onto medium-low. Look at that. That's looking beautiful. All the different colors and textures. Oh, that's looking really nice. Okay, and I'm going to grab a spoon. And you have to try these things for saltiness and for flavor. So just a little tiny bit. Oh my goodness. Wow, it just pop. It's so good. Wow. I'm almost tempted to say it's done. Because it's going to add a little bit more spice and flavor from the meat when we mix that in. I think it's probably good. The one thing I want to do, actually, is I'm going to take 2 forks, and I'm just going to go along, and I'm just going to mash my meat up just a bit more, make it a bit finer, because we are putting it into a essentially a pizza pocket. I want to make sure that the meat isn't just these big chunks. So it doesn't take too long to mash it up. And what I like about this recipe is you can scale it up or scale it down. I mean, why would you want to scale it down when you can just make it and portion it out, freeze it, and whenever you want a calzone, you just go down into the freezer, grab one, and heat it up. But you can scale it up, no problem. You can double, triple, quadruple this recipe, and it's really simple. And what I like about the tomato sauce here is you can put almost anything you want in it. It's just so versatile. And it's important to make it your own and taste it as you go. So the recipe that I'm going to put on my website at glutenfreeguy.ca, I mean, use that, but expand on it and eliminate things and add things and see what really works with your taste buds. Okay, so I'd say that's good. I'm going to shut that tomato off, and I'm going to slide this, whew, that's warm, and I'm going to put the meat right into that tomato sauce. Oh, that smells so good. There we go. Okay, and that goes in there. Oops, got that a little wet. And I'm going to give this a little stir. Might need a little bit more moisture. It won't need much, because I don't want the calzone to be like oozing water. I want it to be a rather dry mixture because the cheese and everything is going to add that moisture back into it. So I think it's probably fine. Oh yeah, look at you can see like it's definitely got moisture in it because you can see all the gloss and the sheen from the tomato, and that's what you're looking for. I could see adding capers or olives to this. I'm getting hungry. Okay, let that sit there. So I'd say this has, oh yeah, it's gelling up really nicely. So next I'm going to add my yeast and just sprinkle that right on top. I got some on my fingers. And my flour. And I'm using a gluten-free all-purpose flour. I'm using my favorite gluten-free all-purpose flour, mainly because I can have it and I don't have a reaction from it, and it works cup for cup. It's so good. And I'm gonna add my oil and some baking powder, and then a little trick that I've picked up, just maybe a splash and a half. Oh, look at, you can see the reaction from the vinegar, a little bit of vinegar in there, and that's gonna help add a whole pile of oxygen and really give it lots of lift and doughiness to it. And we're gonna mix this up. Oh, that looks so good. Okay. So let's pull that off. Look at this dough, like it's got some, oh, it's got stretch, it's wonderful. So nice. I can clean off my paddle. Like, I mean, you can see it's barely sticking to my fingers. It's so nice, and that's what the psyllium is gonna do. Normally when you're making a gluten-free flour, it needs to be so sticky, and the stickiness is what you substitute out for the stretchiness or the elasticity of the gluten. And when you add the psyllium in there for like lower density things like pizza and pizza pockets and calzones and things like that, you can add the psyllium in there because you can roll it really thin, and it's gonna puff up the perfect amount for you. Okay, so I'm going to cut this into, I'm thinking 6. That seems like a lot of calzone. So let's go there, and there. It's gonna be a good size. Yeah, I can see it already. Okay, let me get rid of my mixer. Okay. You roll these up, just that they can hold on to their moisture a little bit better. I mean, they're not gonna take long. And At this point, you might be like, okay, it's time to add the flour. No, we're not going to add flour. We are going to add oil because we want to keep that moisture right into the dough. We don't want to draw it out and have it dry or moisten up more of the flour. So I'm just going to wet my fingers with some oil, do the whole surface, not much. Okay, maybe a little tiny bit more oil. Okay, and I'm going to oil my work surface. What's nice with working with a wood surface is wood loves oil, and it helps to preserve it a little bit. So I'm going to roll this out, and you want to roll this out to about 1/4 inch or 3 millimeters. I'm going to go just a tiny bit thinner. Oh, that's beautiful looking. Oh, I've got a little tomato seed there. Out you go. There we go. And I'm going to go a little bit more this way. That is a nice looking calzone. Oh yeah, that's going to be great. Okay, so let's round this off with a little knife. Let's take that and that. We'll use that on another one. There we go. Make sure. Oh, it's going to be great. Okay. One little pass here and there. And I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet, and I'm going to toss that right there. And now we get to put it together. Oh, this looks and smells so good. So I'm going to take a spoon of this, and I want to make sure I don't get the edges, because I want to make sure that this seals. Okay, look at that. That looks great. And yeah, I need enough for 6, and I've got some shredded mozzarella cheese. You can shred your own. You can buy the store-bought shredded. It doesn't matter this time. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of water, and I'm just going to wet the edge. Here, let's move that out of the way. The edge. We're going to fold it over and give it a little bit of stretch. Look at that. That looks so good. And then I take this, and I'm going to just do a couple little score marks. Those are vents, just to let the hot moisture of everything come right out. And then that is going to sit. Oh my goodness. That in itself is a meal. That looks so good. Okay, so let's do it again. A little bit of oil. Rub it all over. There we go. And let's... Woo. Oh, look at that. You can see it's already starting to rise a little bit. I gotta work a little faster. That looks great. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be fine. Where'd my knife go? Oops. There we go. Just take that. I'm gonna stick it on that one. Okay, and we come back and we put some meat on there. Just like that. And some cheese, and you can see I've not done the edges on purpose. And I'll wet my fingers and just get those edges so that they seal so nicely. Look at that. Okay, and I'm gonna just give that a little trim, so we don't need all that extra dough. And that can go towards another calzone. Okay, and I'll give it a little score. Let's do it there. Okay, and I'll just keep going. There we go. And let's get a little bit of oil just to use that up. And I'm just going to brush the tops with my fingers. This helps seal it, give it a nice crust. And let's do the other one. So this is going to go into my preheated oven of 475 degrees Fahrenheit or 245 degrees Celsius for about I'm gonna say 15 minutes, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it and I'll let you know exactly how long. See you in a moment. Can you tell I'm ready for a calzone? I mean, the nice thing with baking or cooking with red wine is it lets you have a glass not only while you're waiting for the food to cook, but also to enjoy it when it's done. And look at these, they're just beautiful. I'm gonna grab one, or I'm gonna grab that one. Oh, they smell so good. Wow. These took 15 minutes in my oven, and you can see they're just starting to get golden brown. You look at the little bit of puff there, and as I squish it down, a little bit of cheese is oozing out. I can't wait. I have let it cool for about 10 minutes. I don't want to scald my mouth. I'm sure it's plenty hot. I mean, look at that. It's just, I just want to slice into it. Ooh, almost through the knife. And let's see. I mean, I can only imagine taking these to like a job site or something like that, and you've got it already warm and ready to go, and oh, look at the inside of that. It smells like pizza, and the dough is beautifully cooked. I'm gonna give it a bite. It's still hot. I love the chewiness and the texture and because of the psyllium, it made the dough a little bit tough, which is what you want. You want it to hold up to like going to school or going to work. But the center is so soft and chewy and that filling. Oh my goodness, that filling. I could have added more cheese, but who doesn't like more cheese? This is like the healthy version of calzones, and this is really good. It's great. If you're looking for the recipe, you can visit glutenfreeguide.ca. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. And you can get more of these recipes and others on Rogers TV. And coming up next is this. See you real soon. And psyllium fiber, when it comes to gluten-free, is going to be a life saver and a game changer. It's going to be... So I have a quick tip before you go. If you're cooking a meat and you want it to give it that real beefy kind of a flavor, just add a bit of red wine. And it's going to give it that really nice, robust flavor. See you soon.